ask you a couple of questions about your practice and your art and the exhibition that you're going to take part in. So, to begin with, can you tell me a bit about your practice and your art and what media you use to start?
Okay. I'm using the painting, and painting. I have a question, reflection about how painting can move in space, and sometimes my painting is just it just go in a simple way, and on paper I use paper for make like a palette of ideas, and that ideas sometimes go in on textiles, and I use textile performance for make the painting moving. So in my performance, body or like support for make the like support like costumes for make the painting dancing, and I use
Nice.
I use some support like curtains. Support can be deployed in space, or umbrella or fan to make dance the painting in space to make well.
That's really interesting. I really like the idea of something moving and being dynamic, especially painting, because it's usually very hard since it's like on canvas so really interesting. And I mean, I see that you have a lot of portraits as well. So why do you paint portraits?
Because I like portrait because in the story of art it's really important, and I like make a similitude between landscape and portrait. So sometimes I make a diptych with a part of landscape, a detail of a landscape and the face, because I think that in a face there is something that as a landscape. So I like that way, and I like make portrait really simple, just with a line really simple, like in Japanese stamps, and make a parallel with Warhol and pop painting, very simple too. With
so you would say that maybe pop art and you said Japanese themes
yes,
influence you a lot. Are they your major influences, maybe?
Yes, it influenced me because there is sometimes like a really meditative in Japanese stems, and it's sometimes that like a kind of melancholy, but not a bad melancholy, just like a joyful melancholy. It speak about the times, and the times by motif, like flower motif, and life in street, and landscapes, and seasons, and I like that dimension to speak about times. Time.
Really nice. And so I see that often this paysage that you compare to the portrait is flowers. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because I think there I really I have 3 sisters, and
Okay. Nice.
so I'm really influenced by woman visage.
Okay.
And
interesting.
I think I don't know what in a flower. It's a really simple idea. I like that imagine a face for a flower. I know something like that. But
pretty romantic, I think. A romantic idea. And so in our exhibition Faces Faces, you're gonna exhibit La Danse des Visages. Can I ask you to talk a bit about it and describe it, what it is about?
La Danse des Visages, it's a tableau vivant, which is it in a ballet that I made there is 2 years ago with a residency in Japan and in Australia, and after in Nice à la Station, an artist run space. It's a big performance in 7 tableaux vivants, and La Danse des Visages, it's one of it. And there is La Danse des Visages is 2 characters who dancing and God on Olympe Mount.
Yeah.
Dancing really free, in freedom, very librement.
Yeah.
And around a musician, who he's like a phone, it's a reference from the ballet russe, le faune, which was incarnated by Nijinsky. And around that musician who playing guitar, there is 2 costumes with visage. There is a visage of Anna Karina, and the other one is the visage of Jane Birkin. 2 icons from the 70s, who it's or there are some women really really strong and really fragile in the same time, and really joyful, and I like
full of energy.
Yes, I like the personage in the life and the personage that she incarnates in films. And so there are 2 characters dancing around the musician, and in the same time there is another characters from another tableau vivant who come for disturbing them, and they open an umbrella with an eyes to make him go away.
Alright, that's really cool. So you were saying that the characters wear 2 dresses with the 2 faces of women. So I think there is a woman and a man wearing the dresses.
Yes.
And so the portraits on the dresses are both women.
Yes.
You said. Okay, really interesting. Nice. And can I also ask you, what do you think about the concept that we're trying to express in this exhibition, Faces Faces?
I think it's really it's a way for us to speak about a motif from the story of art, in a way really contemporary. I think it's a motif who is will be always in art. It's not we can speak a life about that motif.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot to say about that. And what do you think about the effect that the COVID mask, the mask sanitaire, is having on the human face, in your opinion?
What I'm thinking about the mask.
Yeah, do you think it has an impact on the human face, positive, negative, or
I think with the mask people are really beautiful.
Great. Why is that?
No, because we don't nous ne prêtons pas assez attention aux yeux.
That's true. We care about the eyes a lot.
So with the mask, we look at the eyes of everybody, and the eyes of the visage are really beautiful. So it's good to think about that, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. It's actually really, really nice to see someone in the eyes, because maybe sometimes when we were not wearing the mask, we weren't really paying too much attention to the eyes. So also from a portrait point of view, it's really fascinating, I think. And so do you think that this exhibition can have a positive impact on what people think about the COVID masks? Because people often, they think that it's something negative to wear the mask, because they don't feel like they can express themselves. So do you think that this exhibition can help them maybe understand that it's not that negative?
I think it's forcément positive, because there is a lot of things on the face, and lot of your face in your exhibition passed by some artists, and think there is only positive things to take.
So you think that art can share with people something in general?
Yes. I think art is it's a box of dreams.
Nice, that's very poetic. Nice. Well, for me the questions are pretty much done. I mean, you answered everything.
Yeah, you think my English is enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great. Do you have other questions?
No. I am happy to meet you and make that things with students.
Great. We're very happy to have you as well. So, thank you for joining.
Thank you, Gaia.